Welcome back to our channel, and in this episode, we'll be having a final discussion on a case study for a well-known brand called Louis Vuitton, and we'll be relating it to our previous discussions. Professionals, what's your take on this case study?
Okay, so we know Louis Vuitton to be one of the famous brands. They are known for their luxurious leather products, and since their establishment in 1854, they have become quite synonymous with luxury, exclusivity, and craftsmanship, with stores worldwide. So we would want to know most of their strategies they use across the markets. And then one of them is the factors for their pricing. So they have geographical pricing variance. They employ strategy of geographical price discrimination. So the products are priced higher at regions or markets that have higher purchasing power, and then it is quite lower on markets that are a bit price sensitive, and all the their purchasing powers are very very low. That is, they want to understand each market and set them uniquely. So they they have different prices on different markets.
We can also use scaling because when they introduce new products, I think the prices are higher, but as time goes on, it comes down. What do you think?
You see, with the scheming, starting with the products, it's always high,
Yeah.
and it's not supposed to be like that. This one could rather use price adaptation because they look at the higher, like the number of people purchasing, the higher demand in that particular market, and that's how they used to sell their products. Or yeah, so they would rather use the price adaptation. Yeah,
Yeah, so
in a way.
the price adaptation and then the geographical pricing are almost the
It's the
same.
same.
Exactly. So you adapt to the price means you adapt to geographical markets. So different locations, and then the different pricing strategies for them. Then, so like for example, they have different prices across Asia, and then
Let's say within the corridors or the markets they find themselves. For instance, let's say in China, they have their own pricing. Let's say in Europe, they have their own pricing. In North America, too, they have their own way of pricing. They will differ from each and every market or region of all of these markets. So,
then also they are being affected with their pricing. No? Most is influenced and being affected by the high rate of tariffs and then the
yeah, their policies
imports. Exactly.
are
Because
trade
with countries that may having high import or import tariffs or taxes on foreign products, definitely their prices is going to be high over there. And then with markets that may be having lower restrictions on importation, then the prices may be coming very low. Then also we have the currency fluctuation that affects them very very well, because the exchange rate plays a very very crucial role in their pricing. So depending on the markets they are, the strength of the local currency can determine whether the prices may be quite affordable or it's going to be increased.
Any other opinion? I think you wanted to say something.
I wanted to ask a question. Since their prices are not stable, what about the quality of their product?
Will it be the same?
Will it be the same or
Okay.
will have to be an inferior?
Yes, they are, like we said earlier, their quality is still the same. That's why they adjust to the market. So on the markets where they have higher purchasing power, then meaning they will have to price above the normal
Right.
profit that they would have, the normal profit margin, it will be higher. So where they have lower purchasing power, the same quality, but the profit margin will be something little. They have to put something little on it as their profit, so as when the sales from the
Higher demand side.
exactly comes, then it matches up, and then at the long run, they don't run at a loss.
You don't have a contribution towards a case study.
Yeah. So in relation to the case study we discussing now, we entreat each and every organization who would want to go into the international market scene that they should consider the strategies we discussed earlier, know their strengths and weaknesses, and then the opportunities and threats that await them, so that they get their pricing very well. Because your inability to get your prices well means you might be kicked out of business. As we all know, the business world is a war zone. And so your inability to defend yourself and attack others means you will be kicked out.
I think that's
Okay, so viewers, this will be our discussion for this episode. Thanks for staying with us. Please kindly subscribe to our channel, like and comment and share. We'll catch you next time on our next podcast. Bye bye.